Okay, so when you are using the transferring technique, what you need to do is first have your photograph and you're going to flip it to the back and you want it to shade it in with a really nice medium to dark coating of pencil. All right, so when you press down on your picture onto your white drawing paper, you can transfer the image. All right, so I put some tape on the top here so that as you are tracing over your image, you can kind of look in the back to see like what you have done so far and what also needs to be traced. So I'm using a white color pencil because simply you're going to just need to press down on the photo. And if you're going to use pencil, you're going to kind of distort your picture by drawing on top of it. So I'm just using a white color pencil, so it's not going to make that much of a mark on top of your photo. So you want to carefully press down over the edges of your photo wherever there is a change in values, right? So if you look at the hair here, there's light patches and dark patches. So you want to just press down over all the different sections of where it's light and dark. So when you, after we do this, we're going to use pencil to do our values, all the shading in, and it helps to have all the sections kind of map out on your picture. Right, so just very carefully go over everything that you see, get all the different details, the sections in your hair. And of course, everyone's hair is differently. So you really want to take your time, and you can take a look in the back to see like what transferred and what also needs to be transferred. Try to get all those lines and all the different shapes that exist in your hair. Especially where the edge, where the values are defined by the dark and the lights in the photograph. So really get all those shapes. And you want to go over all different shapes. So here's the mask on Stella's face. When you do your eyebrows, right, you need to go over the different lines that exist in your eyebrows. So I'm just following and going right over the photograph with all the hairlines that exist in the eyebrows. So you don't really want to just outline the eyebrow like a Cheeto, right? You want to just go and just go right over all the lines that you see that's in your photograph. Same thing with the eyes. Really take your time and go over all the different sections of lights and darks. In this picture, you can really see where the eye, the tear line here on the bottom, all right, iris, and in the pupil, you can see the reflection of the light. So I'm just going to outline that shape, that white shape. And there's like a little tiny dot down here that's like a light gray. So all those little different, like the little nuances definitely make the photo or your picture of your drawing of your picture more realistic. I'm also outlining the crease and then maybe some lines on the eyelashes, but we're going to do it with a pencil after we've finished transferring. All right, so really take your time in doing this. You want to be as accurate as possible. Don't rush it, because then your eye is, most of the time when you rush it, it's going to look like a jelly bean. So really take your time and go over all the different lines that you see in here. There's really no rush. If you rush, then you're not going to get an accurate transfer of your photo. And you can always check to see, like, what other lines you need by just lifting off the paper. You also want to outline your shoulders, your shirt. All right, so let me check. All right, that's pretty good. So I have a really good map of information of where my lights and darks are to work from. So once you get this done, you're going to take this off your photo, but only if you're done. If you're still working on it, I would just keep it on and keep getting as much of those information as you can from the photo onto your paper before you take this off, because once you take this off, it's going to be off if you try to put it back on again. So really make sure that you have as much information as you can on your actual project before you take this off.